Long ago, during the Satya Yuga, King Manu, a righteous and truthful ruler, governed the earth. One day, while King Manu was performing a yajna on the banks of the Saraswati river, something happened that changed his life forever. As the king raised water in his cupped hands to offer it to the river, he noticed a small fish fluttering in his palm. The fish spoke a sentence that left the king astonished. "O king, save me. The bigger fish will eat me." Now imagine a fish talking. Was this an ordinary event? The king felt something was unusual, but his compassion drove him to protect the fish. He placed it in his kamandalu. But the story doesn't end there. The real mystery was about to unfold. The king saw that overnight, the small fish had grown so large that it could no longer fit in the kamandalu. He placed it in a larger vessel, but within a few hours, even that became too small. What was happening? The king released the fish into a vast pond, but it continued to grow even there. Now, questions began to arise in the king's mind. Was this fish an ordinary creature? When the king released the fish into the sea, it revealed its divine form. The fish spoke in a resonant voice, "O Manu, I am not an ordinary fish, but the sustainer of creation, Lord Vishnu." Hearing this, King Manu was astonished. But Lord Vishnu's avatar was not just about taking the form of a fish. There was a much bigger mystery behind it. Lord Vishnu informed King Manu that a great deluge was about to befall the creation. This deluge will be so devastating that the entire earth will be submerged in water. Every living being, every creature will be destroyed. But you have an important task to perform for the protection of dharma, truth, and the Vedas. Hearing this, King Manu was alarmed, but Lord Vishnu gave him courage. "Build a vast ship," Lord Vishnu said. "In that ship, place pairs of all the creatures of the world, sacred herbs, seeds of grain, and the Saptarishis. When the deluge comes, I myself will protect your ship. But remember, during this time, you will face many difficulties and mysterious events." King Manu now understood that this was no ordinary event. He followed Lord Vishnu's command and immediately began the task of building the ship. Meanwhile, another terrifying event was unfolding. The demon Hayagriva, who was an enemy of the Vedas and knowledge, had devised a deadly plan. He had decided to steal the Vedas and destroy them. He knew that if the Vedas were destroyed, the path of dharma and truth would also be lost. Hayagriva attacked the gods and sages and stole the Vedas. Darkness fell upon the entire creation, but Hayagriva did not know that Lord Vishnu had already planned to defeat him. Soon, the time came as foretold by Lord Vishnu. Dark clouds covered the sky, thunder roared, and a great flood began to engulf the world. Rivers, mountains, forests, everything was submerged. All life began to perish. King Manu placed the Saptarishis and pairs of all creatures in his vast ship. As the flood waters began to engulf his ship, King Manu remembered Lord Vishnu. Then a wondrous sight appeared. From within the sea, a gigantic shining fish emerged. This fish was so large that its head touched the sky and its tail reached the depths of the sea. This was Lord Vishnu's Matsya Avatar. He securely tied the ship to his back and said, "Do not fear, O Manu. I will safely take you and the Vedas." But the journey through the deluge was not easy. In the middle of the sea, Hayagriva tried to attack King Manu's ship. He wanted to steal the Vedas and plunge the creation into darkness. At that moment, Lord Vishnu revealed his divine radiance. The Matsya Avatar struck Hayagriva with his massive tail, defeating him. After Hayagriva's death, Lord Vishnu retrieved the Vedas and handed them back to the Saptarishis. When the deluge ended, Lord Vishnu made King Manu the foundation of the new creation. "O Manu," Lord Vishnu said, "it is now your duty to establish the new creation, upholding dharma and truth." King Manu followed the Lord's command and laid the foundation for a new civilization. So, friends, the story of Lord Vishnu's Matsya Avatar is not just a tale, but a symbol of the protection of dharma and truth. It teaches us that whenever evil rises, the Lord himself will incarnate to protect dharma. If this story has amazed you, let us know in the comments